yesterday's video would have been titled, what was it titled? My vibration is low because of this, or something like that. So obviously you would have heard that I've relapsed on so many different things. I've relapsed on semen retention, I've relapsed on no smoke, I've relapsed on a bunch of other stuff, generally. So today we're talking about raising your vibration, and it's good that I'm speaking about this topic today because it's suicide prevention month. And if you didn't know, raising your vibration helps give you healthy thoughts. It gives you a healthy it gives you a more positive mindset. It gives you a more positive outlook on life. You have never found a person who's very spiritual who's also been depressed. You've never found a person who's extremely spiritual. They get sad. Everyone gets sad. Everyone has bad days, but a person who's very spiritual and is true to their spirituality, whether they're a Christian, whether they are Muslim, they have something. They because of their beliefs, they have a more healthy mindset. They have a more positive mindset. So things like depression don't happen to people like those. They'll get sad, they'll get angry, they'll get upset, but they will never become depressed. And for a definition of depression, or rather, what I like to look at depression as, it's like a long period of sadness, or a long period of negativity or negative thoughts. You just have negative thoughts for a long period of time. Everyone gets negative thoughts every now and then. That's very normal. So if you're having negative thoughts, don't think you're abnormal. Don't think something's wrong. It's very normal, and it's very okay to have bad thoughts. Aww. I don't think Sir realizes that this is my flower, not his. But anyways, I don't know if this can be my thumbnail or some shit. I'm pretty anti. But anyways, yes, so we're going to be talking about ways to raise your vibration. And because my vibration is at an all-time low, what's a better time to speak about this? A better time to speak about how to raise your vibration. So I've woke up this morning in a very bad mindset. I had a lot of negative thoughts. Negative thoughts were bombarding me, and for an update, it would have been today is gonna make 24 hours without as the day goes on, I'll make 24 hours without weed, and I think today's gonna make 2 days on semen retention. So small, but you've got to start somewhere. So what am I doing to raise my vibration as we speak? Well, as you can see, I'm in the sun. I am in the motherfucking sun. Have a look at Raw. It's me and him chilling out today. So I'm in the sun, and I'm in the park. And what I've done here, I've taken my shoes off, and I'm putting my feet on the ground. And we put this into Google. It's called being grounded. So you can ground and there's a lot of things that people say it does, takes out negative energy, or say all kinds of things. There's a lot of things people say it does, but I've found that just being one with nature is always going to be beneficial. So taking your shoes off and feeling the soil beneath your feet, that's what we would be doing on a normal day in nature. That's something that's normal. That's something that we should be doing, generally speaking. And this whole thing that we've got to wear shoes because the ground is dirty, because when did dirt become a bad thing? Like, obviously we know that the things that are bad for you are specific bacteria, specific viruses, it's very specific things. It's not the dirt itself. Soil itself, I'm pretty sure when you were a kid, you know kids what used to eat dirt, and they're fucking fine today. They're more fine than the kids that used to eat glue, at least. And it's literally because our food comes from the fucking soil. If you didn't know, the things what vegans mostly lack, and what meat eaters will tell you that vegans don't like, it's called vitamin B12. Where does it come from? People say it comes from meat, but no, it's not that it comes from meat. It comes from the soil. And what happens is that you usually get B12 because our food products are usually around said soil. But because our animal industry has become so industrialized, a lot of our food is actually very clean. And by clean I mean it's devoid of the soil, it's devoid of the bacteria, it's devoid of all of those things. And what that means is that people have to put the B12 back into these animals. So a lot of animals actually get B12 supplements, right? So they supplement the meat that you eat with B12, and then vegans who are not eating meat become B12 sufficient, not because they're not eating meat, but because they aren't taking B12 supplements. Note, the same supplements that they put in the meat, you can just take it for yourself. It's literally that simple. You can also eat B12. So it's not like B12 only comes from the soil. You can have B12. You can have foods that are supplemented with B12. I know a lot of milks, vegan milks, almond milks, oat milks, they're fortified. That's the word I'm looking for. They're fortified with B12. So this is going into my second point. Outside of being grounded and being in nature, eating less meat will help raise your vibration, and it will help give you more positive thoughts. I know a lot of people say they go on a vegan diet and they start feeling more depressed, and I don't see, listen, everyone has, you might be depressed because you just miss the taste of certain foods. A lot of people go vegan and they become so restrictive with regards to their diet, but there's so much foods that you can eat that are when you're vegan and still be, and still you can have a very large variety of foods being vegan. Sorry for the interruption, but I got a phone call and I had to answer it. But back to, yes, veganism helps raise your vibration, and I'm going to go on to the next point to help raise your vibration, and not just raise your vibration, but to give you more positive thoughts. And the next thing, and I preach by this so much for everything. Listen, it doesn't matter where you are in life, it doesn't matter what you're doing in life, it doesn't matter how broke, how rich, how much food, what your diet looks like. I don't give a fuck what. There is no reason, there's no excuse, there's nothing in this world that should be stopping you from doing some exercise. And it doesn't fucking matter what type of exercise. I don't give a shit if you're going to the gym and lifting 500 fucking pounds as deadlift. You're just as physically active as the guy that wakes up every morning and does a 5k jog. You're just as active as the guy that wakes up every morning and has a football game with his friends for 90 minutes. You're just as active as the guy that goes to the gym and just does flips all day. You're just as active as the guy that goes to kung fu classes and he has to warm up and jog before he does the kung fu. He has to, just be fucking active. Be on your feet, do some stretches, get active, get off your ass. That's gonna help you so much mentally. And especially if you start seeing physical changes in your body, let's say you're overweight or underweight, especially when you start seeing those physical changes in your body, that will help you boost your self-esteem. And by boosting your self-esteem, you can start having more positive thoughts. You're probably wondering where this mask appeared from. I had the call I got was from my sister, and I had to go to and I had to go home, and I had to go to the supermarket afterwards. And to go in the supermarket, you need a mask. But I went to the supermarket just to grab stuff for myself. Then this is going into my next point after exercise to raise your vibration or think more positive thoughts. Clean your room up, clean your room up, clean your house up, clean yourself up. Just be clean. Just being in a dirty environment or untidy environment can help all those evil thoughts, all those bad thoughts, all those demonic thoughts to help seep in even more, because you're feeling sorry for yourself. If you're waking up to a clean environment, if you're just even the process of cleaning your environment can help give you some motivation. So that's the next thing I'm going to get into. Wake up, wash your face, brush your teeth, have a shower, and get on with your shit. It's gonna be so, just doing that alone is gonna be so helpful for the rest of your day and keeping you positive for the rest of the day. Alright? What else can you do to raise your vibration or have positive thoughts? Socialize. This is probably going to be my final thought, because I'm thinking of these on the spot. I didn't write down a list or anything. I was just in the park, and because I'm going to be doing almost daily updates, nice lady just gave me a nice smile, so I smiled back. So because shit, she even made me forget what I was going to say. But yeah, socialize. You see how that lady just gave me a nice smile and I smiled back and suddenly my mood went up. Literally, that's socializing. Maybe non-verbally, but it's socializing. Even if you don't have any friends or anyone to talk to, get up, go to the park, go to the gym, and have a conversation with someone. The gym instructor's asking you, oh, so and so has happened and blah blah blah. Spark up something else. Ask about something random. You see someone in an anime t-shirt and you like anime, ask about the anime t-shirt. You see someone you like going to the gym and you see someone in a Gymshark logo t-shirt, ask them about their gym routine. Be fucking social. Listen, human connections are so important, animal connections as well. Just having connections in nature is so important, but connecting with your own species is so important as well. Fucking be social, man. Try to go on a video call with your friends, do something social, you get me? But yeah, I'm going to go inside now. I'm going to put my shit down and I'm going to go back to the park and I'm going to walk around and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to try and raise my vibration. And I'd suggest if if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling sad, if you're feeling any type of way, even if you're not feeling any type of way, if you want to raise your vibration, you've got to actively go about doing it. You can't sit around and expect your vibration to raise. But yeah, that's RasLunacy signing out. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. This is RasLunacy, documents my Rastafarian / spiritual journey. And on this spiritual journey, you've got to raise your vibration. But yeah, peace.